Hello and welcome back, dear mimusas, to the Phoenix Priestess podcast. This is episode number 25. Not sure if I'm going to keep naming the numbers, but welcome back of each episode. But welcome back. This is your sacred sanctuary inside of the MMM sanctuary, your mystic mystery sanctuary school. And this podcast is your permission slip, your permission to priestess your power, your presence, and your presence. And so may these transmissions, may these sermons that I share in this sanctuary be soul salve to the spaces inside of yourself that want its sacred soul's remembrance. Amen. So this week we culminate with a full moon in Scorpio. I'm actually feeling excited to be here and share this transmission with you today. I had a little moment yesterday of rage and feeling like so much clarity come to surface in a pattern inside of myself that I might share it with you all. But I wanted to share and begin with this prayer, this invocation for release for this full moon in Scorpio season. Um, so here we go. I release what is not mine to carry. I honor my depths without losing myself in it. I stand in my own power and allow myself to be met by myself and by others. I transform, I transmute all that needs to be alchemized in the name of wholeness. Amen. This full moon, it's really not here to overwhelm us, though we might feel overwhelmed like I did yesterday. But this is a full moon to remind us to release all of those random little things that come into our life. Release old identities, release old roles, release the attachment to stay in power dynamics, even within ourselves, like the power dynamics that we have within ourselves and the power dynamics that we keep enacting onto others and the ones that we keep living as well with others. It is one of like shedding, one of allowing that deep release of what no longer can stay, what really needs to be transformed. Remembering that Scorpio is the land of shadows. It's the land of our secrets, our deepest, most intimate secrets that we don't even share with ourselves out loud. It's our shames, the shoulds, all of those places where we feel like we hold on to that identity, even externally. I should keep that dress because whatever, I should keep this project. I should keep this art piece. I should keep this thing that I've created just in case, like all of those shoulds. I should be able to fix this. I should be able to, you know, transform another person. um, all of those shoulds live inside of us. So this is a deep moment for us to stop and see in what area of our lives are we still holding on to those old pieces that need to be offered up. I invite you to create any ritual that feels in alignment for yourself. Remembering Scorpio is a water element, and it is the middle one, the first one being Cancer, then Scorpio, then Pisces. So Scorpio is the one. So if Cancer rules our innermost emotions and how we are invited to nurture and remother ourselves and be that sacred womb-like, mother-like vessel for ourselves and for others. Um, this Scorpio season, this is the season that reminds us to go even all the way to the darkest steps, to the underworld. And so, if Cancer is the surface, our heart, those things that are bubbling, Scorpio is everything that is hidden underneath, the things that we cannot see in the shadows. So, if Cancer is the light, then I mean, not just the light, you know what I mean? But um, but Scorpio rules all that we cannot see. And so a full moon is that moment that brings to surface all of those things that we could not see for whatever shape, for whatever reason, without any shame and without any judgment upon ourselves. It's this moment where, like a boiling pot, things can come up to the surface for us to see and release. Um, So I wanted to share a little bit about what happened to me yesterday. I felt really called. I felt really called to to set up a session with a coach that online. I love her work and have received so many insights in the human design realm. And so I was really, really excited to have a session. And I want to preface by saying, oh, actually, um, I just saw the part of myself that wants to peace and love first, be like, I felt grateful, which I did a video on YouTube yesterday. And it was like, I'm just gonna not say that, like, not say I will preface by saying, because this is a mystic sanctuary, the reminder that we are one, that we are interconnected, that she is a sacred mirror, just like I am a sacred mirror for her. She is one for me. Um, and so I was about to catch myself going towards the positive first. Look at even my throat, which as a mystic, our throat chakras are literally our place to tend in this lifetime. Our throat chakras and our first chakra, FYI. I work a lot with mystics and heroine archetypes. Heroines is the third eye and the crown chakra. Heroines are the beautiful light beings who want to share God's light and love, but also have held masks their whole life and have masked themselves and veiled themselves in their true parts in order to appease others and where others were at, from mothers, fathers, partners, society, et cetera, et cetera. So, anyways, back to the point. Back to the point. The words that that coach chose to use in our session at one part were literally, you're fucking selfish and you're fucking, look at me that I even have kind of tuned it out. Um, oh, and lazy. There you go. Oh my God, because that is such a thing that I have heard my whole life. Not the word lazy, but like that the way of me going slow or in my own timing is not the right way. And can you hear my voice? I am on fucking fire in this full moon in Scorpio because regardless of how she said it, she did, I will name that she did say afterwards, that could be a little harsh and not untrue, and could be untrue. But I've shared this on my YouTube channel, so you can go hop over there. There is a video named Which Words Which, We are in an era as mothers and as women, but as mothers, if you're a mother out there listening, the words that we use in our brain and that we share with our children or that we share with our peers or with our clients or with our partner, they are potent spells. And we need to be wise fucking witches when we use them. It doesn't matter. I have Sagittarius in my chart as my rising sign. And in sidereal, it would be Scorpio. So Sagittarius, if you got Sagittarius in your chart, we tend to love to curse. Okay. It's okay to curse. I'm not saying don't curse, don't light that fire because that is, as a Sagittarius, you are a fire element. You're a firecracker. You're on fire to actually traverse the spiritual territories and reap the wisdoms of all that you have learned to share with others. And what you say is potent. Lazy and selfish. Literally, I transformed them in that session. Afterwards, when she said that, and I slightly heard the recording to make sure that I had heard it afterwards. I sighed. I went, like after she said that, and that was like, I don't fucking believe that. Actually, I am honoring my body. That is the selfish. And so, in this full moon, may we release all of those parts that we have not allowed ourselves to come in our fullness, you know, our uniqueness, um, and that we feel like all of those depths because Scorpio uh, runs the whole gamut of the feelings on this land. Um, on this beautiful earth and in our beautiful internal realms. Like it literally is the death portal. Like it holds all that we cannot and do not want to hold. And so, just a sacred reminder that whatever you feel is a yes for you is your way. Don't allow anyone else. And even if they do, it's okay. I've been there as a healer. I've been there as a teacher. I've been there as a mother. I've been there as a doula. I've been there where I've pushed a little hard, where I've used control mechanisms